Hello there, it's Catherine from my hillside garden. Today is February 20th and it's actually 63 degrees. Nothing like Pennsylvania weather. So I am able to get outside today, so why don't you join me? I'm so pleased that today I can actually get my hands in some dirt. These containers have been on the deck all winter and I have not been able to get into them. They've been frozen and they're finally, the soil is all loose now. It's still rather wet, but I wanted to get everything cleaned out so that way I could put some seeds in here to hopefully get things to germinate when the weather gets warmer. Part of the reason for my video today, though, is to say thank you to everyone. I've had so many new subscribers, and I can just say thank you to everyone that's come to the channel and has been watching and commenting. It's been a lot of fun seeing how different people garden and in different parts of the world. So I hope you'll stay. I hope you'll join me for my journey this year. Also, another reason for today's video, I want to say thank you to Ryan for tagging me. Apparently CB's greenhouse had tagged him a while back and he finally got around to it last week to answering the tags. So I'm going to try and answer the questions now. So the first one is, what are the 3 channels that have inspired me the most? I've been watching YouTube probably about 5 years, as long as I've been intensively gardening, and I've only been having my own channel last season and this season. So the 3 channels that I was so influenced by when I first started to garden, the first one, of course, was Sean James Cameron when he's done his allotment growing, and they've been really helpful, all of his videos. Our weather here in northeast Pennsylvania runs very close to what the different countries in Europe are that are in line with the UK and with England. So you know, that's been very helpful. For over here, the 2 of the channels that I found very, very helpful. First is Patrick over at One Yard Revolution. If you've never been there, go to his channel. He has a small postage stamp sized backyard, but he grows awesome things. And he gives a good explanation of what he's doing and why and how to do it. And part of why I really like his channel is because he's actually in Zone 5, which is a zone colder than we are. So I've gotten a lot of ideas from him on how to extend my growing season here in Zone 6 and a better idea of what I can grow here. The other one is Rainbow Gardens. Donna is really good with containers. She's got a container garden, a garden in her yard, and then she has a garden that she goes to a couple times a month during the growing season at their summer home, I guess it is. I've learned a lot from Donna about how to grow things in planters or in pots, when to grow them, how to grow them, companion planting. So those 3 channels, I would say, have been the most inspiration over my growing period. One of the new ones, and I have to mention, Homegrown Veg. I am learning a lot of stuff about what you can grow in a container. So if you haven't seen his channel, go over and watch Homegrown Veg. Very informational. He tries a lot of different things and experiments, which is really what I like. Okay, let's see. The next question, what am I excited about? For this growing season, I am so excited about the community garden. I've already got my plot plan laid out. I know how many things I need to get planted. Since the garden doesn't actually open until Mother's Day weekend in May, I have enough time to do all that planning, and I don't think the extra flats of seeds that I'm going to need to plant is going to interfere too much with what I have going on here in Zone 6 and for Zone 7. So that's going to work out really great, and I can't wait to take you along on that journey. What do I do to relax? Generally, I knit. I'm a ferocious knitter. I love to knit socks. I have tons of hand knit socks. People say, you know, you could buy them real cheap in the store. If you've never had a pair of hand knit socks, you don't know what you're missing. So generally, that's what I do to relax, and my gardening relaxes me also. Now the last question, what am I good at? That was a tough one. That one was the one I really had to give a lot of thought to. No one's ever asked me that question. And if you've ever had to answer it yourself, it's not easy to kind of toot your own horn or to figure out what it is that you're really good at. So the other night I was really pondering this question, and I came up actually with two things. And the first one that came to my mind, which may seem a little odd, is knots. I'm good at unknotting things. Since I knit a lot, a yarn comes either in a ball or in a hank. And when it's in a hank, it's like, you know, Grandma and Grandpa on the couch. Grandma's rolling the ball and Grandpa has the yarn between his hands. Well, sometimes that can get real knotted up. It can get like a spider's web, a cat's cradle, and I don't know what they were doing when they wrapped it, but it's taken hours sometimes. And I don't know what I find about that that's kind of relaxing, but that I've gotten to be really good at. The other thing that, I don't know, maybe makes a little bit more sense or isn't so hokey, is I like to do research. If there's a topic that I want to know more about, I'll research it to death, which can be a bad thing because you can, you know, especially with YouTube, it can suck away a lot of time. So I would say those are the two things that I'm good at. And now I need to recommend a couple of channels, and I don't know whether they've been tagged before. I don't know whether they'll want to participate, but I would like to encourage you to go over to look at their channels. The first one is Mark and Catherine's Veggie Garden. They're in Australia. Mark has a lovely garden. He's got a greenhouse. He's doing some hydroponics. They do some cooking videos. And I've really been enjoying their channel, and I think more people would enjoy it also. Plus, they're in their summer season right now, so I get to see everything growing in their garden. Another one that I watch, this gal is in Sweden. She does do subtitles, and she has started to do her videos in English. She's Sarah's Kitchen Garden. I'll be sure to put the links in the comments below. She does a lot of cold gardening, a lot of winter gardening, and her garden is phenomenal. So if you want to know a little bit more about how to push the envelope and get things to grow in the winter, take a look at Sarah's channel. And I had, oh, one more. This is a YouTuber who I probably should have mentioned earlier. He doesn't do videos anymore, but his channel, just to watch all the stuff he grows in the amount of space he grows on his allotment, is just phenomenal. So I don't know how to say his channel name. It's OIDOOO1. I will post it in the bottom. He does great flower baskets in his allotment, but the stuff, he's another one. He figured out how to change the climate on his allotment, and he grows a lot of stuff. But as I said, he no longer tapes new videos. So I hope you found out what you wanted to know with my tag. And like I said, I don't know if the others will follow through, but that's okay too. You know, we're a real good group, the gardeners here on YouTube. So have a great day. Happy gardening.